Thank you. I am here. I am here. Ah. 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 It is I. What is I? This is a never-ending argument in your world. What is this presence? What is this ultimate authority? And what group of humans have ownership of it? Who is right and who is wrong? Who is blessed and who is not? These ways of framing and orienting yourselves to life on this glorious planet called Earth. These ways of life without soul, without presence, without this connection to that which is I am. All of it is no longer sustainable the way that it has been practiced in the past. You know that there is more. Yet you are primarily using only your intellect, mind, to comprehend and to find ways of explaining your reality so that you, simply put, do not lose your minds completely, so that you keep waking up and you keep doing it. At this stage, you will note that a good deal of religion or spirituality, as you say, has become simply another coping mechanism. It does not make sense, does it? None of it does. So you find your ways. You find new stories and new characters, new bodies of knowledge, new religions, new approaches to religion. In order to give yourselves permission to keep on keeping on. If you did not create these ways of explaining, there is a part of you within that knows it would be too much. It would be too insane for you to continue on. So what are you coming to now? You are coming to the point where you realize, where you fully realize that this game that you have been participating in is over. Some are far more invested in the game than others. So you have those from one extreme to the other. You have those who are continuing to benefit greatly from this game. And on the other side of the spectrum, you have those who are suffering greatly. And this is the majority of your populations now. This will increase until each and every individual point of consciousness realizes the game, the manipulation of your consciousness, so that you will continue to participate, so that you will continue to pay your energy into this flawed reality that has no connection or base in what is real, in what is true about who you are. The confusion will increase. The pain will increase until you are willing to state that you do not know how to continue on the way this world is working. Instead of continuing to adapt to that which is growing smaller and more limited by the day. This is your deciding time. Do you wish to keep participating in a reality that was created to essentially harvest your energy? Is this who you are? Are you a worker for this system? Are you a participant in a false reality that has no foundation in the natural world? This you must decide individually, for that is part of the equation in this reality that you find yourselves within. Many of you chose to move through this larger cycle of essentially disconnecting from your awareness that you are one with all of creation, with the universal, with your original source creator. As we have stated many times, this is complete, this cycle. And you may note that the indigenous tribes of your world, of the natural world, left you markers for this. That was then, and this is now. This wisdom has delivered you to this now moment, this crossroads in consciousness. There are only so many ways that we can state this. This is when you decide to awaken and to restore the balance within you, to restore your sight and all of your senses that you were designed to embody. Or you choose to cycle back in to the limitation. We are not equipped with the vocabulary of your science to elaborate to the thinking mind, the scientific mind. We, however, are in a position to share the energy of who you are, if you will but sit for a few moments and let go of all that you thought you knew, to be fully present and to fully receive the new energetic markers of who you are, new to you, as you have been immersed in a density whereby you lost touch, literally, with this field of love. It is here, now, to remind you of who you are. It is something that cannot be broadcast and comprehended within the bandwidth of consciousness that you have adapted to. You must do some reaching. You must choose, you must want to feel and remember what you are connected to. There have been many great spiritual teachers that have walked this planet that have said the same to you. And you even say that you worship them, and yet you do not practice what they have given. You do not, in actuality, we are speaking collectively, you do not actually choose and practice what was given. Instead, there are rationalizations, excuses, and avoidance tactics that you have adopted. And because your religious organization has said that you are a sinner, so therefore you are forgiven for continuing to loop and to make these mistaking truth, mistaking authority. Mistaking the source of your being. You are not a sinner, and you are not disconnected from your source. In actuality, you are disconnected by your willingness to continue to loop in a very small piece of your consciousness. In these times, you will be pressed further. You will feel the pressing in. In your own personal choosing time. If you know love, if you feel the love of your Creator in actuality, you will simply resonate with this, even though all the world seems to be crumbling down and making less and less sense. You will know the truth that sets you free, for you will be resonating with it. As you shift and transcend out of a reality that no longer serves you, for you are vibrating in love. So yes, this does take great courage and resolve to stay in love, no matter what. All of the old laws that you once obeyed that are not based in what is natural, they will grow to be more confining. Due to your increase in fear and your demand that you be kept safe and protected from the scary world. On the other hand, you may trust in this feeling-based frequency, intelligence, source that need not be further defined, but must be further felt to be understood. And once it is felt, you remember. And from that point forward, it is effortless to live and love and laugh and recreate your world, to reflect these new frequencies that you embody. So one is choosing the known, and the other is choosing the unknown. And the unknown has always been framed as bad or scary, or where the devil works, or whatever ways it has been framed to keep you small, to keep you from exploring beyond all that you've been told. This is occurring in stages, if you will. Your values will shift significantly. Ultimately, you will release the rest of your value to those who will keep you alive in their system, let us say. Or you may remember your own inherent value. The expanse, the beauty, the grace of who you are. And live from this knowing. Courageously stepping into what is true about you, even though largely unknown. Follow your heart is good advice at this time. But one must know their heart, not just think that they know their heart. Follow your heart. It is your beacon. It is your connection to all that is. Even when you come to the place of conundrum, paradox, and there will be many, return to this light in your heart. And you may even say out loud, I do not understand what is happening here. But what I do know is that I am connected to this love, and I feel this love. And I am this love. Even though nothing makes sense in my outer reality, I stay here with this vibration that I know is the truth. So this is your tether of light. It is in your feeling nature. You must know your connection to feeling and to your heart in order to know your original source creator. For this is the way. It is designed. It is nestled deep within all of you. And all that is required is a commitment to rediscover it and unravel it, this gift within you, this treasure that awakens you and redirects you into life lived in grace, life lived in truth, joy. Abundance, not based on the world value system, but on a universal value system. This is perhaps difficult to understand at this point. But you will feel it and you will know and you will remember all of it if you choose. Consciously choose to redirect your evolution now. Most of you do not realize the power of your intentions and your choices when said with feeling, when said while vibrating with your own heart. The more that you do this, the more accelerated this shift will be into the truth. We do not need to name it dimensions. We do not need to bring in cosmic characters in order to do this. We do not need to bring in anything other than your direct connection to your source. Following this, you may explore and put the pieces together and even look back, some of you, to see and appreciate what humanity moved through. So when you cry out in these times, cry out for the restoration of your consciousness. Cry out in this direction, it will be answered. We cannot stress enough the importance that you realize how powerful you are. For this is the power that you have given away. Unknowingly. Now you may knowingly reclaim it. Be willing to feel, and it will all make sense. The confusion lifted when enough of you stop deferring to the world as you've known it and to embrace the recreation of yourselves and your world, trusting in this love that is at the root of who you are. We thank you. And we send energy now that has no barriers in time. and place. We broadcast now directly to your hearts. We thank you for your willingness to restore your heart and the truth of who you are.